We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Play fake, and here's Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run, or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw, Darden. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Big strides, look at him go. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
In motion right is Robinson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You talk about this Giant defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Pass overthrown.
This defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's Nix. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On play action, here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good Good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd down and 6 now. On to give, it's Tracy. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Dart. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On play action, here's Dart. He'll dump this off to Scott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Tracy. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos 5.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Tracy on the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go.
Touchdown! Theo Johnson from a yard out. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, here comes Tracy. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To the air, Dart. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
2nd and 5. Throwing his Dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
This is insane, bro.
88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Now 2nd and 5. Nix to the air. That is incomplete over the middle. It's Franklin. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Sharp calls it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Nix. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he was trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly right. You practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Captain.
To throw is Nix. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop. Now we got a football game going.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is done. A quick hitter complete. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Right back to Tracy. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
A 63-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope.
Give up, bro. I fucking give up.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to...
Like, I can't handle this shit, bro. So stupid, bro.
Extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Nix. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Tracy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll go again with Tracy. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw now, Dart. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he will take it all in.
Got to be a fucking joke, man.
Wandale Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Nix. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this
This is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. Nick's going to keep this himself, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going. It's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a turnover on down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give, right side. Tracy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. A play fake, and now it's Dart. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. Tracy. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Tracy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Broncos Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings him forward.
I'm going to just punt it, man. I'm going to just punt it.
Letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Denver. And it's fielded at the 34. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Following the fumble recovery, Nix. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Looking to throw. Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I've thrown
out to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make
I've thrown like 4 interceptions.
Big here to begin quarter number 4.
I don't even know if my QB can throw it low.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way.
I aim it down and it still does nothing.
Play action. Now Dart. And his throw is incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Giants on third down.
It still does
6
nothing.
of their 8 tries. Very good.
It's
is third
stupid,
down
bro.
and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Dart. And this pass broke it up. And the contact
Throwing high passes. You've been throwing high passes.
Here's Jamie Gillandale. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
At the Giants' 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco.
Lead him forward, and he still threw it behind him.
At the 31-yard line.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league,
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Nick's going to keep this himself. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. It's still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tracy. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
He was brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Dart. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
46-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here first and 10. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Nix looking to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. C.D. Lamb, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, Tracy. And they'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the first down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
70 Lions.
On 3rd down, Tracy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
On for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Nix from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.